Weston. Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go out. No, 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Let's go.
Brady going to go on fourth down. 20. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3 down, these 2.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gronkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 more yards there and another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Newton finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. After the run, Newton going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? Because I meant...
And oh, it caught up!
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Brady. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Brady now on third and goal. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the 50, Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. The shotgun snap for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Play action. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Newton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
3 down. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down. Brady, he's going to float this one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gronkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funch. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Oh, and now some space to operate. And juke this time. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Brady going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Michelle, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Panthers will get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
20. Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Newton. Now he's going to let it go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Able to avoid it at the 40. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Michel. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Forced out to his left. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Back to the air on second down. Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, it's Newton. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Simon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.